When I first came here, I didn't go out when it was raining. I thought that if it's raining, I should stay at home, because that's what I usually do in Kyrgyzstan, because Kyrgyzstan is a very sunny country. But then I realized that if I stay at home when it's raining, I will not be able to socialize with people at all, so I started to go out when it's raining.
I'm pretty used to the weather. I think it's fine. Yeah, typical on the weather right now, as you can see.
I like the fact that British people drink tea, because we also drink tea 10 times a day in Kyrgyzstan, so it's good.
What I really liked was English breakfast when I first tried it, because in my country, when in the morning we don't really eat much, it's just like, I don't know, sandwiches, like salads and stuff like that. But when I first tried English breakfast, the whole day I didn't want to eat anything else. I was so full and full of energy as well.
To be honest, London is such a multicultural city that I get kind of lost, and I don't really see British food that much because I eat so much different food.
It was very hard for me to adapt, because here you have to study independently, you have to plan your time independently, and when I'm given this complete freedom, sometimes I don't know what to do, because I'm used to my teachers giving me concrete, exact directions. Read from page 18 to page 44, answer these questions. That's what I used to, so I think I spent several months adapting, but now I'm fine and I even like it.
Basically, there's a lot more freedom. You're a lot more relaxed here in the beginning of the term, but towards the end of the term, when all the deadlines creep up, you realize that you have so much work to do, and it's a lot more stressful.
Here there's the people from all over the world, and it's very interesting to get to know them, and maybe you still have to not socialize too much because it can affect your grades.
There's a lot more social events going on, so that even if you miss a few, you still have like a lot of places to go to, and yeah.
I think it's a question for you.
The biggest thing that shocked me when you go out here is, like, no matter what the weather is, the girls that dress to go out here, they barely, like, they don't bring coats, they just go out whatever the weather is. I mean,
people here are not afraid to dress in some kind of things. The relationships here is pretty much easier than at home, because at home you have to sometimes get your parents' permission to date with somebody, and you have to show this person to your parent, and only if your mother and father accept this person you can continue dating. Well, of course, some people still don't do it, but it's like more general.
Back home, there's like a lot of pressure on women to get married early. I mean, a lot of my classmates, they're already married and have kids. Well, if they were here, I don't think they'd be thinking about it.
I think some British guys, they need to man up. Yeah, they really do. Because here, women are quite strong, so many British guys are kind of like scared to make the first step. It's usually girls that like step first. Whereas in my country, girls, they're usually shy and they're really taught to act shy even though they're not. And yeah, guys are really strong. They would persist they really want to persist, and even if the girl doesn't want to date, they will like follow her always.
I think the public transport, and also, I don't know, maybe that some streets have some holes, so if you like to wear high heels, you have to be a bit prepared to that.
I mean, yeah, it's crowded, the seats could be broken, there's many things, and also I think just driving would be like a British driver who follows like all the rules here, and who knows how strict it is. When they go back home, it's really different.
The most shocking thing I think is eating horse meat, whereas here it was a big thing. and like Tesco selling horse meat, whereas for us it's like, yeah, I want to buy it. I think it's really delicious, and it might be shocking for them to know it.
Well, the biggest cultural shock for me when I came here was I'd go into the toilet, I look on the sink, and there's two separate things like for hot water and cold water, and I didn't understand that. Frankly, I still don't.
The first one was online shopping, because here you can really do everything online, even order cash, food, clothes, everything. So yeah, whereas my country is not really developed, and I was really learning when I first came. People don't really trust credit cards, they prefer cash. And here it's, I think, the other way around.
Kyrgyzstan is a very new country. It is even maybe younger than me. It is just 23 years old. So this whole path that Britain experienced to democracy, it took the Western countries maybe several centuries, and it took us just several years to become a democratic country. So what we are experiencing now is that we are still learning what a democracy is.
Kind of similar to here, because I mean we always see strikes here, like 2 strikes, everything, and it's kind of refreshing and good to see a country from that part of the world to stand up to. And, all right, if I had to describe the UK in one word, I'd say opportunities.
I would say vibrant life.
And I would say challenging, because to survive here you have to be a really strong person. Strong both physically, because you have to do a lot of things to succeed, and both morally.